It's the MOPOWERZ, where knowledge is power. And if this is your first time watching the MOPOWERZ, I ask that you share the information. Share the information. Share the video with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your conversation. And today's conversation, you all, just happens to be another sad one. Another sad one because the state of Minnesota is going to go up. As you all know, Daunte Wright has been shot and killed by who? Kim Potter, the law enforcement breaker, who just resigned from the police department. Now, not only did she resign, the chief of police, Tim Cannon, resigned as well. Tim Cannon is the chief of police in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, not Chief Arredondo, okay? Now, why did she retire? Why did she retire? According to the reports, Tim Gannon said maybe she got wind that she was going to get fired. Either way, she wrote a memo to the people, her police, her superiors, stating that it would be best for her to step down. It would be best for the department and best for the community if she was to step down. And even Tim Gannon said himself that he believed that she made a mistake. There's no mistake about it. You, Kim Potter, has been a law enforcement breaker, meaning a police officer, for 26 years, and you've been shooting your gun for 26 years, meaning that I know you shoot it at least once a year. And from the reports, you're not new to shootings, Kim Potter. You're not new to shootings, Kim Potter, right? In fact about it, let me give it to you like this. Since 2000, there have been 179 people murdered by the police. By the police. And only one conviction. I'm going to say that again. In the state of Minnesota, the police have murdered 179 people since 2000, and there has only been one conviction. I'm going to even get a little technical with it, because within the last 2 years, 30 people have been shot and killed by the Minnesota Police Department. And 14 out of that 30 was somewhere outside of the cities where you really have no black people. And some of those people that they killed were white. Some of those people that they killed within the last 2 years were white. But needless to say, we're in the majority, okay? We're in the majority. And one of those was a lady. And that was the only conviction. And that shooting took place in St. Paul. I had just left St. Paul maybe 2 days after that. Once again, what's with the 2 days? I just missed this by 2 days. Straight up. Anyway, the lady in St. Paul, her case was the only case out of 179 murders that have been committed by the police. Hers have been the only conviction. I'm just saying. It's maddening. How can you mistake a taser? How can you mistake a gun for a taser? How can you mistake a gun for a taser? And you're standing there with the gun. You're standing there with the gun talking about taser, taser, taser. No, bang, 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 pop. That's what happened. And then she says, oh shit, I shot him. And they're looking like, really? Like, you all didn't hear the pow? You didn't hear when it let off? Can anybody, let me ask you something. Anybody who has experience with guns or have heard gunshots, okay, you know that you're going to hear something when it goes off. I'm just saying. Needless to say, there's a lot of rumors that's going on why he was stopped. Okay? Now his mother, Mrs. Wright, said that it was because of an air freshener in the rearview mirror. Some people say what the cops said. What the cops said, they pulled him over because of the bad tags. His mama just gave him that car. She's not going to give him a car with the tags expired with no insurance, knowing that he can be stopped at any time by these so-called law enforcement breakers, meaning the police, and give him madness. Now, granted, I know that he knew, if it's true, that he had a warrant or not. They spoke with their attorney, Mr. What's his name again? Mr. Crump, getting PAID. Anyway, hoping that he get justice for these people, for these families, right? Don Lemon asked him about the felony that he had, and Mr. Crump said he's going to investigate that. He couldn't answer that right now. Smart answer. I got you. Needless to say, I'm going to kill the rumors because people telling me what the police said, but I'm going to let you hear what the family members said of why they were stopped on Don Lemon on CNN. This is the family saying this because most people are just going by what the police said, okay? This is one of the family members last night, CNN on the Don Lemon. Check it out. Hear what she said.
My mother shouldn't have to be burying her grandchild. My brother, my sister, they shouldn't have to be burying their son. Not over air freshener. They stopped him over air freshener. Let's get that correct. His tag wasn't expired. My sister and them had just bought him that car. Y'all want to see it? People want to try to look for something bad to go ahead and justify this. How about we just justify this man's life was taken? They took my man's life from him.
Now, what do you got to say about that? Now, that girlfriend know what happened in that car. Why she's not having a statement made? I'm just saying. We want to hear her statement because she's going to be in court. Oh, she's going to be in court. And this Kim Potter that resigned and trying to disappear, you got to come to court too. Now, there shouldn't even be a trial about this one here. There shouldn't even be a trial about this one here, but according to their, their system, and they're going to come up with some other excuse. You see, they're going to come up with some other excuse. Like I said, out of 179 people that have been shot and killed in the state of Minnesota by police, there has never been a conviction with the exception of one, and that was that woman who got killed in St. Paul. Just check out your odds. All of them have been justified. All of them have been justified. Minnesota is going to go up in smoke. I said Minnesota is going to go up in smoke. Why should people trust the police today? Why should people trust the police? Excuse me, the law enforcement breakers. Excuse me, the law enforcement breakers. Why should people trust you? Why should people respect you? This is an open and shut case, just as the George Floyd thing is. I really want to see what they're going to blame this shooting and death of this young man on, saying that it was his fault. Saying that it was his fault. So what, he had a felony. That don't mean you shoot him. That don't mean you shoot him. Like I said, you got people around the country, felonies everywhere. So every time you have a felony warrant and you get caught, they're going to kill you? It's safe to say that because I did a video a while ago where you had the Kansas City police chasing, you had a former Kansas City detective who was stopped on a traffic stop by police. And he too was afraid for his life. And he said that. And he sped away in his vehicle. A former police detective scared of the police that just stopped him. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if the police is scared of the police, really, what's happening? Really, what's happening? Yeah, y'all know what's going on. It's the purge. It's the purge. Right in your face. Right in your face. And what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? Most people say just stay in the house and stay safe. No, because one day that just may be your cousin. It may be your daughter. It may be your son, your granddaughter. What are you going to do then? What are you going to do then? Because I noticed that people, especially black people, are quick to mass murder each other, especially when something happened with one of their friends or one of their relatives, you know, their homies or their guys, their man or whatever, you know. And they want to mash on you. They want to open up the trunk on you. But as soon as the law enforcement breaker, the police, kill somebody unjustly and your family member, the tough Tony becomes meow. The tough Tony becomes meow. You see? What happened to all of that toughness that you wanted to bring on your brother? Huh? Over something petty. But now that the white man, in this case, the white lady that killed your niece, your son, your nephew, your cousin, what are you going to do? I'm just saying. Am I making any sense to you? Am I making any sense to you? And remember, I'm going to tell you something else. I'm going to prophesize this right now. Another one is going to happen. Another one is going to happen this summer. Somebody else going to get their TV turned off by the Minnesota police this summer. Hopefully it won't be me. Meaning I need to stay out of Minnesota. Word up. I tell you, Minnesota is one of the worst states to stay in America right now. And it's not because of black on black crime. It's because the police shooting black people and getting away with it. Do the math, you all. Do the math. Do your research. Leave your comments in the comment section. What do you think is going to happen with Kim Potter? How do you think this is going to drag out? And do you or do you not agree with me that another young black man will have their TV cut off by the police this summer in Minnesota? Leave your comments in the comment section. This is your brother, the MOPOWERZ, where knowledge is power. And remember to go check out my other channel, the MOSHOW Chicago, here on YouTube. Remember, it's your third eye that makes you shine like jewelry. Thanks for viewing.